In today's video, I'm going to transform this helmet into a custom one-of-one piece inspired by the How to Train Your Dragon movie. And I'm going to do that by incorporating texture, bright colors, and custom designs using only vinyl and a Cricut. My fiance and I just watched the new live action How to Train Your Dragon, and hot take, but we thought it was so good. Better than the cartoon, better than the original, like it was amazing. So after we watched it, I started thinking, I have this blank, boring old plain helmet from when I used to ride, and I want to customize it. But what could I customize it with? Well, my favorite dragon in that movie was the Monstrous Nightmare. I thought that thing looked sick. Like they did such a good job with that. So I thought, is there any way I could customize this helmet just with vinyl, simple DIY project that you could do at home? Can I make this helmet kind of look like a dragon? We're gonna find out. But before we can do any of that, we have to get this helmet prepped. For a small project like this, it just needed a simple disassembly by removing the visor, then a quick wipe down with 70% isopropyl alcohol, making sure to remove all residue from oils, grease, or adhesives. For the color scheme, I think we're just gonna go with satin black, like a nice clean black and gold. Now, I'm not crazy. I know in the movie that the dragon was red. I know that, but with this visor, I don't think that makes sense. There's like purple, gold, and blue in this visor. And when you hold it up to the red, I think that clashes. The dark looks better and the blue just, I don't like that at all. And it doesn't look mean like the dragon, right? So when we put the visor next to the black, you can see that gold pops out a bit. And if we do the eyes gold too, I think it'll look really good. For the design process, I used Cricut Design Space and modified some of their available graphics. After cutting up the dragon eyes and weeding them, I placed them onto the helmet where I thought they would fit best. After installing them, I really did not like how they looked. They were way too small and they looked off. So I started over, altered them a bit, and made them much bigger this time. I used pre-mask for my second attempt at installing the graphics, and it worked much better and prevented the eyes from distorting. The eyes are finally done, perfect size. I'm really happy with them. This took so many tries because these pieces right here are elevated and they move. So you see here, I still gotta clean that one up a bit more. But overall, it looks pretty good. I really like that look. I'm happy with it. But am I tripping out, or does it kind of look like a frog right now? You see the eyes right here, and like this is the opening is the mouth. Next up is the teeth. We're gonna do the teeth around here. And I wanna do that before the scales because I wanna see how far the teeth go back. We know the eye goes to here now, so the scales are gonna start here. And if the teeth go to here, I'll start the scales back here, right? But if they only come up to here based on the graphic I'm using, then obviously I gotta bring the scales down more. So we're gonna see what it looks like. This decal, this graphic, whatever you wanna call it, it looks really good and I'm really happy with it. But I just wanna make it clear, I did not create that. I'm not that good. I'm actually quite terrible. I like Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator and those types of programs. But on Cricut, there's a bunch of decals and assets, graphics that are exactly like this. Some are free to use, some you have to pay for. This one, I did pay for it. I have the Cricut Access, like 12 bucks a month if you're in Canada, plus tax. But like it's unlimited use and there's so many things that you can use for your project. So if you need decals, you're worried about like commercial use or copyright, those types of things, Cricut has a lot of stuff, man. So I'll just check that out. The design of the sharp teeth is in the Cricut Access library, but the dimensions were way too small to fit the helmet. So I made 3 copies and randomly picked teeth from the design and installed them one by one. I think this randomization allowed the mouth to pop more and create more contrast on the helmet. Once all the teeth were installed, I went back and tucked and trimmed every piece of vinyl to ensure a nice clean finish. Got all the teeth in, looks crazy. I'm really happy with it. The vision is coming together. I mean, look at that. That looks sick. But now comes the fun part because we gotta add texture. I wanted to create the look of a dragon's skin by using scales, but fish scales are the wrong type and they would look weird. So I decided to go with snake skin. This decal was incredibly intricate and weeding it was probably the most difficult part of the entire process. I once again used pre-mask to preserve the design of the snakeskin when installing the graphic. My main focus was creating a straight line at the top that followed the natural shape of the helmet. I knew there would be some deformity because of the roundness of the helmet, so I had to go back and clean up these areas by trimming the overlapping vinyl. This right here is a lesson that sometimes projects do not go according to plan. Look at this. I chose this silvery blue vinyl just because it was left over, honestly, and it was just scrap. But when I look at it on the helmet with the gold, it looks so good. My initial plan was to use that silvery blue and make the scales like this and wrap satin black over top, and you'll have this textured look like this. But I like this color so much that I don't want to wrap over it. And I don't know. What do you think? I don't think I'm going to put the satin black over top. This looks so good. Now, I know we're getting away from my original design, but I don't know. I really like this. And it looks really good with the visor too. You'll see that at the end, but I don't know. I don't want to cover up that color. Helmet is finally done. Yes, this is not the vision I had when I started this project, but honestly, it came out even better than I thought it would. I'm really happy with this. I hope you guys like this video, and thanks for watching.